As Jake lay quietly on the table, he was trying to figure out what was happening. Everything around him was dead quiet and completely black. He was waiting for someone to say something. A member of the scientific team had just been speaking before everything went dark. Only introduced to him earlier that morning, the scientist completed attaching sensors to various parts of Jake's body, and the last thing Jake remembered was the man and his lab technician in conversation. "Okay, Captain, now just lie back," he said. Sitting in his underwear, Captain Jacob Thomas just smiled and silently nodded back, doing as instructed. The technician sitting at a console against the wall to Jake's left declared, "All sensors are reporting in, sir." "Good," the scientist replied. "Power up the field generator coils and verify the status of the power cells." "Coils are energized and the power cells are at 100% charge," the technician declared. "Okay, Captain Thomas. Are you ready?" the scientist asked. "Good to go," Jake replied. "Great," the scientist said. Stepping away to stand next to the technician, he then commanded, "Create the stasis field." That is when everything went black. Jake wondered if there was a power loss. He'd been told that there were power problems in previous tests, but that it wasn't supposed to be an issue anymore. Had the field generation blown a fuse or something? Taking a deep breath, Jake noticed the previously fresh, filtered air was suddenly stale. He turned his head left to look for the two men against the far wall, but it was just too damn dark to see anything. He was sure that's where the lab technician and scientist were, just a moment ago, no more than a few feet away. Finally, he asked, "Hey guys, what's going on?" There was no response. "Hey, is anyone there?" Again, there was nothing. Just quiet. Jake sat up in one swift motion and started to stand, confused at the lack of response. Whoa! He had a head rush, and wasn't sure why he felt slightly dizzy. He had just lain down. He wasn't weak. He just felt as if things weren't quite right. A captain in the U.S. Marine Corps, Jake was little over 6 foot tall and 200 pounds. He tried to keep himself in good shape, so this wasn't normal. Moving a bit slower, he could get himself standing while leaning against the table, trying not to knock anything over. He felt dust on the floor with his bare feet. "What in the hell?" Jake said to himself. Stepping slowly to not stub his toes, he began sliding his feet. He headed to where he remembered seeing the workbench with the computer console where the technician sat. His toe touched the chair first, and reaching forward, he grasped what felt like human hair.